The Pixar theory is more plausible than you might think. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 reasons why the Pixar theory is true. For this list, we're looking at arguments in favor of the theory that Pixar's films take place in the same universe. However, we won't be including Carl and Ellie's letter to Andy from Toy Story 3, as that Easter egg only exists in a trailer, not the final cut. Number 10. Disney's own compilation.
Oh, that's cute. Yep. Well, that's very nice.
Wait a minute, if Disney's already confirmed it, then shouldn't this be higher on the list? Yeah, we know this is a weird way to start out, but it's a little more complicated than that.
Whatever you say, Mom.
In January 2017, Disney released a compilation video of various Easter eggs hidden throughout Pixar films, showing how each flick connects to one another. However, there is a catch. This video only confirms that all of the Pixar films are in the same universe. It may not confirm the Pixar theory specifically to be true, though it does help solidify the theory's foundation. Besides, why else would we see the Luxo ball in so many movies?
To infinity and beyond!
Number 9. The Monsters.
Leave a door open and a child could walk right into this factory, right into the monster world.
I won't go in a kid's room! You can't make me!
You're going in there!
A big question that Monsters, Inc. never answered was, where did the monsters come from? In fact, though, we can easily deduce the answer just from the franchise's place in the timeline according to the Pixar theory. Right before Monsters, Inc. is A Bug's Life, which takes place sometime after the events of WALL-E and when the Tree of Life was planted. By this point in time, animals have become super intelligent. They build, create, talk, think, etc.
Make it all stops to the septic tank, including standing water, empty bean can, and dead rat. Watch your stingers all aboard.
This was possibly caused by the pollution the humans left behind, thus allowing them to further mutate and eventually become the monsters we see in Monsters, Inc. This also explains why very few of the bugs look anything like their real-world counterparts.
Look who's playing lookout again. Little Speck.
The name is Dot.
Well, Spot, you still looking for Flick? Forget it, Dot. That loser's never coming back.
Number 8. The Cars franchise.
Well, you know, race cars don't need headlights because the track is always lit.
Yeah, well, so's my brother, but he still needs headlights.
The Pixar theory brings up a war between the animals and humans, with the latter teaming up with the machines. It's the outcome of this war that explains why cars inhabit the Earth in the Cars franchise, as well as why there aren't any humans. Not only did the machines help the humans win, but the planet had become so polluted that humans had to leave.
Go to full autopilot, take control of everything, and do not return to Earth.
Some people point out that Cars could just take place on an alternate Earth. However, that doesn't explain why the Cars continue to refer to countries by their real names, or why they're using human structures like drive-in theaters and gas stations. Additionally, Cars 2 introduces a fuel product called All in All, which may have had a hand in polluting the Earth. More on that later.
Do you have any idea what it's going to be?
All in all.
What? Did he just say
My friend Fillmore says the fuel's safe. That's good enough for me. I didn't stand by a friend of mine recently. I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Number 7. A growing resentment.
He touched the butt.
You just pounded your little tail right back here, Nemo.
There are quite a few Pixar films that share a common theme: animals being mistreated by humans. In Finding Nemo, fish are told to stay away from the butts, or boats, and Gil and his friends are frightened of the dentist's daughter, Darla.
Darla!
Yeah, us too. In Finding Dory, we see a few examples of humans littering the ocean. Dory gets stuck in a plastic can holder and swims past glass bottles stuck in the ocean floor. Then there are the rats in Ratatouille, who, despite showing amazing cooking skills, are still being attacked by humans. Oh, and there are also Charles F. Muntz's dogs from Up. These instances of mistreatment and paranoia would explain why the animals went against mankind.
Do you not agree with that which I am saying to you now?
Sure, but
The second master finds out you sent Doug out by himself, none of us will get a treat.
Number 6. The toys want revenge.
We toys can see everything.
So play nice.
Not only have animals been mistreated, but so have the machines. And the Toy Story franchise is a prime example of that. Sid experiments on toys in the first movie, we're told of how Jessie was abandoned in the second, and Lotso being replaced is shown in the third.
One day we took a drive, hit a rest stop, had a little playtime. After lunch, Daisy fell asleep.
Speaking of Lotso, he is one of the Disney villains who does not die. Instead, he's picked up by a garbage man and strapped to the front of their dump truck, which probably further intensified his hatred towards humans. Who's to say he didn't escape at some point and potentially ignite the revolution against humans?
Here's the thing, sweet potato. You ain't leaving Sunnyside.
Sweet potato? Who do you think you're talking to?
Number 5. The Seed.
This is called farming. You kids are gonna grow all kinds of plants. Vegetable plants, pizza plants.
Earlier, we mentioned A Bug's Life taking place after WALL-E, which may not make sense given how drastically different both movie settings are. However, the connection between the two is seemingly confirmed by WALL-E's end credits. In it, we see Wally and Eve standing next to a massive tree grown by the seed they saved. This tree may not look exactly like the Tree of Life, but judging by the difference in height, we can infer that WALL-E and A Bug's Life take place years or even decades apart from each other. Number 4. By and Large.
Oh, here we go. Remove screws to access battery compartment.
What are you doing?
Let go of me! Ow!
By and Large has made a small number of cameos in Pixar films like Toy Story 3 and Cars 3. But the corporation's role in the Pixar theory is more than just a few references.
Slide the switch from play to demo.
Stop! No!
As we teased earlier when mentioning Cars 2 and All in All, By and Large may have had a heavy hand in the world's pollution. In WALL-E, the CEO of B&L, Shelby Forthright, mentions that a plan to get the Earth cleaned, Operation Recolonize, has failed, and directs all auto units to keep humans in space forever.
Go to full autopilot, take control of everything, and do not return to Earth. Repeat, do not return to Earth. Let's get the heck out of here.
Given how many B&L products are consumed by humans, we can safely assume that B&L was the cause of the pollution. Come to think of it, B&L may have been the same company trying to get Carl's house and Up.
Tell your boss over there that you boys are ruining our house.
Well, just to let you know, my boss will be happy to take this whole place off your hands and for double his last offer.
Number 3. Where does magic come in? So, the origin of the monsters has been explained, but what about the machines? How did the toys and cars come to life? Well, this is why Brave is placed at the very beginning of the timeline.
Why would the wisps leave me here?
In Brave, we encounter mystical beings known as wisps, and we witness the witch make inanimate objects come alive through the use of magic.
Your broom! It was sweeping by itself.
That's ridiculous. Wood cannot be imbued with magical properties. I should know. I'm a wee whittler of wood.
This could explain how toys could come to life down the line, animals can talk, and even how supers exist in The Incredibles. Now that covers the origins of magic in the Pixar universe. But a film like 2020's Onward brings magic back to a world not quite unlike our own. While many inhabitants bear resemblance to the citizens of Monstropolis, placing it before or after the Monsters, Inc. universe, we do see modern technology give way to a new age of wizard staffs and spellcasting. Perhaps Brave and Onward serve to bookend the Pixar theory, showing a satisfying symmetry. Number 2. The Pizza Planet Truck.
I found a spaceship! It's a spaceship, boss!
Suppose Disney never came out and confirmed that the Pixar films share the same universe. Well, we technically didn't need their word to begin with, as the Pizza Planet Truck has appeared in almost every Pixar movie in one form or another. Alongside its appearances as a normal truck in movies like A Bug's Life, Monsters, Inc.,
Mama, Navigator got in the house.
Navigator? Give me that shovel.
And most of the Toy Story franchise, we've seen the truck animated in Cars and as a small wooden toy in Brave.
You're a witch!
Wood carver.
That's why the wisps led me here.
Wood carver.
You'll change my fate.
With its frequent appearances and the fact that it's sometimes even acknowledged by characters, the truck is plenty of evidence on its own that there's something to the Pixar theory. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Boo.
Boo.
Part of Monsters, Inc.'s ending sees Boo rushing to her closet to see Sully one last time, but her door is shredded before she can open it. While they do reunite at some point, the fact that Boo's voice doesn't appear to have matured much signifies that they see each other only a year or two later.
Kitty.
The Pixar theory explains that Boo eventually discovered how to time travel using doors and began using it to try and find Sully. She ultimately found her way to the time when Brave is set, where she's actually the unnamed magical witch.
Who are you? Just a humble wood carver.
I don't understand.
If you want to take the theory even further, it's even been surmised that Boo as the witch uses her magic to plant all the Easter eggs throughout the Pixar universe. Where's the proof of all this? Well, what are the other logical explanations for the witch's wood carvings of Sully and a Pizza Planet truck? No one in Brave would even know what a truck is, let alone a big, furry, horned, and spotted creature. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.